What's the weirdest thing that's happened?
I mean, we had 2 songs done when we got invited to do it. We had never played in a venue before. We never played on a sound system, and we headlined a CMJ kickoff party at Pianos on the Lower East Side. You know what I mean? Which, you know, there are better venues in Manhattan, but it's certainly like a prestigious place. It was in the main room. You know, people showed up, and we'd never played on. I'd never done a rap show in my life. I didn't know how to do a rap show, so that was our first time in a venue. You know, but I mean, all of those things, the things that start happening post Wancore become the material at that point, and so we're now combining the rap with the magic, with the truth. You know what I mean? I think that, and that's, to me anyways, I feel like that's where it gets interesting. You know what I mean? Because it's kind of easy it's not easy to combine the magic and the rap and make it interesting, or make it not sound like comedy, you know? And when you add the element of the truth to something so, on paper, I guess, like so ridiculous to a certain degree, when you add the truth to it, I feel like that's what makes it kind of special. And so, from that point forward, things have gotten much. Like, we've gotten to do a lot of incredibly cool, unlikely stuff, and a lot of, you know, once you go down this rabbit hole, you also have to deal with becoming it, which is a scary thing to do when it's paranormal rap music. You know?
When you say the truth, do you mean more like personal experience type stuff?
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, now it's become relatively autobiographical, and that's the flavor of modern rap music. You know what I mean? Like, this happened, like, this is what I did, or this is where I come from, and it's usually like that. Even if like it's swag rap, which is just bite size, like, this is what I can do, this is what I've got, this is who I killed, this is who I fucked, or whatever. You know what I mean? And so, that's something I really like about rap, because whether it's lies or truth, I really like. I mean, I like autobiography as a form, anyways, memoirs and stuff like that. And so the fact that rap is like the coolest memoir, you know, and I probably wouldn't have gone down that road if things hadn't been cool. I probably would have just kept going. Then I think I would have run out of ideas. But the 3 pieces kind of turn each other in kind of a kinetic way, and so.
So you feel like you're getting closer to that perfect combination of those 3 pieces?
I hope so. I feel like we're working on an album right now.
Yeah, you got an album coming out, right?
Yeah, September.
Beginning of Kush today.
Yeah, did you like it?
It's pretty awesome. Yeah,
thanks.
I really like that, and that's what we can expect from the new album. That's the first thing you put out from that.
Yeah, I mean, it's coming out in September. I didn't want to delay putting anything new out for too long. And I was really excited about that one. You know, we have a lot of shows this spring, and I wanted to go ahead and get people excited. And it's an exciting, you know, like, it's meant to excite people. But, where Wancore is the exercise, and the Wand Ambition is sort of the celebration that it kind of worked, and all the things that happened to us. Now, as we approach kind of a unlikely career, it's hard. And, like, you know, we just did 4 weeks. 4 weeks of this all over the country, and it's great because everywhere we went, with the exception of a couple of, like, you know, when you tour, you have to play Sunday and holidays somewhere, and usually it's a low draw, but people were very excited about it and knew the songs everywhere we went. But 4 weeks with any project away from home is tough, because you have to come back and get back into yourself, you know what I mean? And when I've toured with other bands before, the advantage is that when you go away, you still kind of get to be you. And I'm not, like, I've only been a rapper for a minute, you know what I mean? And it's sometimes, and I don't do a voice, and I don't do a persona, and like, it's very much me. But by the same token, like, you still kind of have to slip into the life, and you kind of have to slip into it, and coming back and slipping out of it is weird. And it can be kind of like personality, it can challenge your identity to a certain degree. So the new album is maybe a little more serious, even though there are jams on it. Even the serious ones have got the good pop qualities and the good references. But where we went from the exercise to like non-fiction, now we go with those 2 things, and it gets kind of like personal, kind of like close to the skin. So I think people will really like it, and the production on it is incredible. Tom, yeah, keeps getting better. And he had never produced a rap song before he produced mine.
I was gonna say, do you feel like he's progressed with you, or do you
Oh
feel like
man,
you've explored?
I feel like I'm constantly trying to keep up with him. Yeah,
Awesome.
he's so good, and really, you know, he was the first one that, I mean, he encouraged me obviously to keep going. He's got a good ear, but no one, you know, even, you know, like, no one understands what I mean to do with it better than he does, you know, because it's as funny as people want it to be, and now it can also, I mean, it's also can be as real as people want it to be. And for me, like, now it's very like personal and kind of represents a couple of years of like hard work and kind of some dark times where this being such a prominent part of my life now plays a role in some real serious life stuff, you know. So yeah, and yeah, I hope that answers that question.
Does it feel, so you said it sounds, it's weird to adjust to coming home, but this is just a pit stop at home, right? You have to go right back out.
We have to go right back out.
How weird is that?
I mean, I feel like a lot of people who don't have the relationship with where they live that I do probably really like it, but I am really invested in Knoxville. So as much as I love to win and succeed and be asked to go on these tours, it's also tough because I really like it here, you know. And, yeah, and I've toured for a long time before Lil Iffy, and so my wanderlust is nothing. You know, I've seen a lot of stuff, and that kind of frees us up, I feel like, to be strategic about where we go on tour and things like that, because we kind of, you know, we don't have like that wanderlust. You know what I mean? We're kind of seasoned, and so it's hard. It's hard to come home and leave again, but I'm definitely going to keep doing it because this is, I mean, we're on the most unlikely adventure now, and you can't, like, if you walk away from it, it won't be there when you come back, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because we're the only people doing what we're doing, really, and so the world was fine with zero, you know, and so it will go right back to zero if we don't stay at it.
Have you met people you've inspired to start doing stuff like you?
Well, I hope so. I mean, I've met people who say that it has inspired them to. I don't know about doing stuff like us, but that inspired them to take their own ideas, even if they're left of the dial, more seriously. Because if you try to be academic and cerebral about it, even if it sounds funny, you know, or even if it sounds ridiculous, people want to see you follow your dreams, your ideas. You know what I mean? And if you can like really go after it and be passionate about it, whether it's silly or serious or anything, people just feed on that because people want hope. You know what I mean? And that, you know, like, that's what we've got. You know, like our idea on paper sucks, but like you go after it and show people that you can make a real thing out of it. Like if you like something and you like believe in it, you can go after it and make something out of it. And that's what people want to hear. You know what I mean? That there's like a chance.
Yeah.